And welcome to what?
Cooking.
All right,
All right.
let's get it,
Start us
baby.
off. Yeah, start us off. We're gonna talk about how my day's been and what led up to it. I think I woke up Kai. To start it off, last night, me and Kai we didn't cook. We went out to some fucking quick fill and we got like a sub to eat. Right? We didn't feel like cooking. We were lazy. Uh, that shit was bussing. Okay, but for the wrong reasons.
Oh,
It gave me the worst food poisoning of my life. I went to bed at like 3 last night. I mean I didn't stay up too late. I remember feeling like I was gonna fucking like power puke everywhere, but I just went to bed and me and Kai woke up at like 10, and I just like I woke up and I felt something like in my chest, and I'm like, we gotta go. And this is the worst part. Okay, I can hold my throw up. Okay, it's fucking disgusting, but like I can get to the restroom. I ran in the restroom. My stepdad is taking a shit.
Oh!
And answer me this: where are you gonna throw up? Okay, I have one bathroom upstairs. Okay, I don't have a garbage bag that's really available. Okay, so my other options are the sink, the kitty litter. I could open the window, but I probably wouldn't have made it in time, or the bathtub.
What did you do? Let's hear it.
The bathtub.
I'll tell you what. Not some bad options. The kitty litter sounds weird and like out there, but I think it would low key work because you really don't have to touch it. And if anything, those are made to hide odor, so it wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah. So I barged in and I was going to the bathroom at first, like to the toilet, and I see his leg. I'm like, he's taking a poop.
Oh.
I went to the tub. I have a crystal clear white tub. I vomited, not to get into too much detail. It was like orange all over that tub. It was painted a different color, and like there was like chunks. Okay, that got, you know how your hair gets stuck in the drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I sat there for like 30 minutes, dude. I was like unclogging it and then throwing up again. It was terrible. We brought it to. We looked at the dates. It was the thing. It was a sub I ate. It was expired by like 2 days. Yeah, it hurts. I ate. I probably shouldn't have. We had fucking Taco Bell for dinner, so we'll see how that goes.
Hopefully
My stomach already hurts, so you know. It has not been fun though. I hate food poisoning with a passion. I remember I went on a field trip. Before we segue to the next thing, I'll tell this story. I went on a field trip to Splash Lagoon when I was in 7th grade. Oh, my battery thing popped up. My bad. I went on a field trip to Splash Lagoon. I was in like 7th grade. We stopped there at like an Olive Garden or something, and it was like I don't think they have the all you can eat, but it was something that had something like that. I don't know. It was like a buffet, and then we went swimming, right? Not the smartest thing in the world. So you get where I'm going, okay? Yeah. We got 7th grade noodle. I didn't want nothing. I wanted that fucking vanilla ice cream, bro. I think I ate like 4 cups of vanilla ice cream. I changed, went straight to the wave pool, and vomited everywhere.
So you got wait. You got vanilla ice cream from Olive Garden, or you ate that right after?
No. I don't know how to explain it. We went to like it was a school field trip. We went. I think it was an Olive Garden. It was something that had like a buffet, and that's what we all went to.
Was it Golden Corral?
It might have been Golden Corral. Yeah, it's in Erie. I don't live in Erie, so I don't care if I leak where I went on a field trip at. And then we didn't wait the hour. You're supposed to wait an hour. I went straight into that fucking wave pool, and I remember after like a few splashes of the water hitting my chest, I'm like,
in the water.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor thing. I'll tell you what, too. The worst part is like genuine honesty. Like when I was a kid, I don't know if it's not as much empathy or what, but I would have like hatred, or I'd be pissed at the kids who would like poop or pee or puke in the pool. I was like, man, you're ruining my time. But you gotta think they're going through it, man. They're not having fun.
I don't think I ever shit in the pool, or
I don't think I did either. Luckily, that'd be crazy.
In the pool before, okay, man. We've all been there, right?
Yep. I got one thing, okay? So I think the worst I've ever had. Now I've been pretty lucky. Like I eat out a decent amount, and that's kind of on me, especially like spending money, whatever.
Yeah.
But especially with like when we go to work, our family goes out of our way to get like fast food, or used to at least, and we've gotten so much better with like what we eat or eating ahead of time rather than getting fast food on the way to work. But we get like fast food, or we ate a lot out a lot. Like that's how my family was. A lot of you guys might just eat dinner at the table every night, whatever. But so we go out just for dinner, just to have fun. I think it was just me, my mom, and my dad. Now I have siblings. I don't really want to specify because for their anonymity or so that they never have to worry about it. But so it was just me and my parents, and we go to Ruby Tuesday. Do you have that, or have you heard of it?
I have no fucking clue what that is, bro.
It's just kind of like a basic restaurant. They probably have Italian there, maybe, or like I know they have some seafood because they're known for like their I think it's lobster cakes or like biscuits. Like they have good biscuits. I'm not gonna lie, good biscuits. I ate one. I felt it after. Like I ended up again, not going into too much detail, but giving the point, I puked and I felt like shit. Like I think that's the worst I've ever felt from food. Like I've had Taco Bell. I've done all the fast foods you can think of that's actually in the area. Like we don't have too much. There's some we're missing. Like I've never been to Chipotle. I've been to Chick-fil-A a couple times because the only close one is like an hour away and stuff like that. But like the most stuff I've had Wendy's, I've had McDonald's, I've had Burger King, I've had Taco Bell, all that. But some of the worst I've had is from there. And I think it was funny because we went to Target right before. And it was weird because, like, of all times before, because we used to never go to Target when we were kids. I think my parents just liked, we have a store called Meijer and Walmart, and we like those much more. But I got, like, a little journal, and I thought it was so cool because it was, like, Dr. Seuss. And it was, like, one of those little flip notepads they make for kids. And they got the little binding at the top, and you flip it up. I wrote in there, I hate Ruby Tuesday. I was not playing around, dude. I was like, I'm never going there again. Hey, luckily, hey, we don't like hating. We don't like, hating on people's success, like praying for the downfall. But it got removed, and they built a Culver's, so we got it.
Oh my fuck! The only time I can ever remember, like, I was like actually like. I think the only time I ever actually got food poisoning and can remember is it was my birthday and we went to Gabe's and then Chuck E. Cheese. I was like 16, dude, and I wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese, bro. I was a connoisseur. I knew what I wanted. Okay? No, we went there because I don't know. I was with my sister and we had nothing else to do, so why not? We stopped at a shit. What's the ones with the Apple? We stopped at an Applebee's, okay?
Yeah, and Applebee's. Yeah, that makes sense.
There's this burger on the list called the All American Burger, right? I don't know.
Of course, that's what you order. Of course,
it is the worst fucking burger I've ever had in my life. It was just I bit it and I'm chewing this shit and it's bland and I get a sour taste and I feel sick. And the entire time, the waiter comes back and she's like, "How's your burger?" I'm like, "It's good, man." I didn't eat that shit at all. I didn't complain. I just fucking left. I got so sick, dude. If you eat that burger,
good luck. Hey, two things, okay? Before I have a perfect segue for you bringing that up, okay? First of all, you gotta explain to me what Gabe's is because we do not have that around.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Gabe's is like you ever watch those like typical high school movie, like teen girl movies where they're going shopping?
Yeah,
like a mall. Gabe's is kind of like that. It's a all-in-one store, right? It has like fucking everything.
Okay, I figured it was like a restaurant. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, there's a restaurant attached to it, so yeah.
I guess it is all
like
the mall. The other thing,
one store. I don't know. It's really weird.
That makes sense.
But it was pretty cool.
The other thing is I love Chuck E. Cheese, and my mom wasn't a germaphobe or anything, but she would not let me go there after a while. She always had a joke, and I would always ask her when I was a kid, like, why can't we go back to Chuck E. Cheese? Like, we used to go there every once in a while. Why can't we go anymore? She's like, I saw a kid in record time, like it was a pit stop in NASCAR, go in and out of that bathroom. No washing hands, not even sure he was fully done peeing. He was in and out, and so never again. So it was funny though, and I thought it's wholesome. It's kind of funny, so I understood. But I think the coolest thing I ever won there, and like like you never get the huge prizes. You would have to go so frequently to the point where you're paying way more than it would be for the reward. But I had like a Chuck E. Cheese, and he was in like a boxing outfit, and I thought it was so cool, but I have no clue what happened to it.
I always got those, those big fucking popsicles, not the popsicles, the lollipops they had.
Oh my gosh.
I always got those, and I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm so happy, and I would lose it. I would like start licking it, and I'd fall asleep in the car. It'd get thrown away. You can't finish those, bro.
I am not very picky. I'm like when I eat stuff, I could tell you which stuff was really good and which I didn't really care for, but I'm not like this was like S tier and like they really needed to improve on their cooking or whatever. I'm like pretty happy with everything. The one I genuinely to this day will never go to, and this is the only place probably ever, even Ruby Tuesday I'd probably give it another try. It was called I kind of got to get around it because I don't want no defamation and I don't want to give away the location. It had something to do with like a gesture. So, like, the name of it was, like, a gesture you do. Like, you can do physically. Okay, I won't say anything else. Just kind of keeping it. I'll tell you after, don't worry. But it was, like, a pub and a bar, okay? I went there, okay? Like, there wasn't that many people there, but I think the reason Acadia took us is because they had just, like, reopened, or what's it called? Redone. It was, like, redone or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it was, you know, it was redone. They have more booze. They cleaned it up, whatever it is. And so we go there. And it was like morning or like really, really early afternoon. So I could see. I was like, if people aren't here, they're probably just at work and it's probably not busy yet. I guess it was for a reason. Okay, so to preface, I love New York strip steaks. Like, that's the cut I absolutely love. I like just started getting it this year or like late last year because I found out that I really liked it. I tried it and I absolutely love it. I love it better than the rest or whatever. And so I go there and they had it on the menu. I was like, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So what I ended up doing is I order it, okay? And so I figured out that it was just not good. Like, there was something about it. Now, also, to go back, I apologize. I got an entree, and I got chicken wings. Now, I want you to think of biting into just one that looks so juicy, but you get to the middle, cold water.
No!
Wouldn't that be nasty? You bite in, and it's like ice cold water. Like, I was scared, because chicken undercooked is scary. That's like terrible for you. I don't know if it's salmonella or you just can get really bad food poisoning or like messed up from it, but it's bad. So then I get to the steak, and I'm not bitching. I'm not saying anything. Acadia can tell though when I don't like something because I'm either not like eating it really quick or I just kind of stay a little bit away from it. Like even if I'm like, you know, I'm kind of full, whatever, she'll know. And so I get to the steak. I promise to God, they bring it out. I cut out the fat parts. I usually eat the fat parts, but like you could tell it was way different. Okay, so this steak was like, I'm trying to show the camera. Okay, like this thick. Okay, and the fat was just sticking off it. You could see the fat immediately. It wasn't like in it well, whatever. I don't know if they didn't have good steaks or what. I cut the fat off. I swear on my life, and I cut one slice of steak out. Which you could tell I was scared already from that chicken because I usually just cut up the whole steak. And some people don't like that, but whatever. I cut off the fat, took one bite, and I was like, no way in hell I eat the rest. I'm not picky. I'm not adamant about like complaining, whatever. I was ready to just pay, leave, be done, cut losses, just not go there again or whatever. Just not
cut your ties and leave.
Acadia goes, that's on me. I took us here. Please, for me, just say something. So that they know, because you don't want another person ordering it and like they don't know that it's messed up or they're doing something wrong, whatever. And so I'm just not the type. And like exactly like that meme, like the girlfriend sticking up for you and doing it for you for the shy boyfriend or whatever. She tells them, and the waitress is just like dumbfounded, like standing there like almost, well, this has never happened before, or couldn't believe it was happening, I guess. So the manager comes out, and instead of asking and seeing how I feel, she immediately gets on my case. Like, I saw this steak when it came out. It didn't look like this. I just cut off the fat. I cut off the fat, and I cut one slice out, and I was not about it. And so, no discount, not taking it off, nothing. And I didn't even ask for these things. She's just like, you're paying for the full thing, whatever. And I'm like, damn. Now, I will say, I could have been completely petty, but I wasn't. I didn't leave a bad review, whatever. And I definitely wouldn't go back and do it now because it just would not make sense. Or I guess to the people that are reading it and I do it like a year after, they're like, this dude went through some trauma and had to upload it after. But crazy ass story. My lord.
Holy. All right. So next, we just segue into TikTok and Twitch and how to grow on it. I think that's our next. I think I've only been on TikTok for a year and 3 months, maybe less. I don't remember. I don't know. I've had a steady growth. I can't really remember a time where it was like actually insane. I think the biggest thing was I saw my most growth when I was being very consistent and I focused on quality over quantity. And that's my problem now is that I can't. The quality of the videos that I have now are pretty shit, and the quantity is terrible. So for me, example, I mean, I'm not doing good for content wise because I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I think the biggest tips for new people, being consistent and focused on the quality rather than quantity. Now, don't be like CD and post every 8 months or every year. Have you seen his new video, dude?
I haven't. I didn't even know he was posting. He literally, it's like Groundhog Day. It's like the groundhog comes out and sees its shadow. You'll get a C-Day post. But besides that, he's gone.
Taxes and inflation came around, and CD's like, gotta make some money.
For real, like legitimately though, he screwed his own career. And now it could have been mental issues, it could have been stuff going on, or just genuinely not motivated. I completely understand. I'm not completely blaming him. I'm just making a point. But he could have been by far one of the biggest Fortnite YouTubers. Even if he was to just tell people like, "Hey, I'm having trouble getting stuff out on time. It might take longer." People would understand. But he was like in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and it was so funny. But
to be honest, I know he's hella inconsistent, but I guarantee homie could probably pull it back and become a top YouTuber.
Oh, I guarantee, because the quality's still there. He still does the stuff that makes everybody laugh.
I think his video already has like 2.2 million views already. It's been out for less than a day, and he's been gone for 8 months. That's
I'll tell you what. It might actually. We see it in our minds as lack of consistency and bad, but it might be marketing. Like seriously looking at it, like think about it. It's high demand. People want to see what he's doing now, and they know they like what he has. So it might be when they see that notification, people are like, holy shit, C-Day video, and they flop. Because obviously when you get a lot of them, then you're probably thinking about, do I like what they're talking about? Do I like what the topic is? Like, am I watching this? But C-Day posts and people are like, we never get this shit, let's watch. And hey, all I gotta say, with the right ads, with the right like monetization, YouTube pays. YouTube pays well. So dude is probably just coming out every time he just needs a little bit extra or something.
Every time dude gets to pay rent, he's like, hey man, listen.
He's like, landlord's been begging. Y'all trying to hit me with a 2 mil video or what? Let me know.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
The one thing I'm saying.
Oh, my bad. You go.
I'll be quick. Don't worry.
You're good.
But absolute consistency. Stony Stata Vici, or I'm thinking of the last name off the top of my head. It might be completely wrong. But he's the one who posts the like comedic videos and kind of like the little skits that are funny. He's got like the longer hair, he's got the hat, and he's got like the beard. Funny as hell. And he was talking about some of the stuff he's dealt with TikTok. Like not even just struggles, but like telling people how to do it. It's consistency, legitimately. I don't know what it is in the algorithm that really promotes it, but if you post 2, 3, 4 times a day, it's gonna put it out for the most part. Now, please, for the love of the God, do not force yourself and do not overwork yourself. Now you can make 4 or 5 posts that are absolutely trolling and took no time at all. But if you're going out of your way to highly edit those 2 or 3 videos a day, take a break. I would say do 1 a day, if that, or a couple a week. Like,
definitely.
Depending on how long they take, like stretch it out a little bit, and it will help you in the long run. I promise. But that's the good thing about TikTok is even some of the people with not crazy content, if you got something that people want to see, they will come to see it, or it'll be fed to them, and then they'll want to see it anyways. So just work on your craft, post when you get an idea or when you get a video. and work on consistency. You don't got to be consistent with the rep. You can ask me and Noodle. We still have times where we don't post anything for
oh
a
my
couple
god,
days.
I haven't posted in like 2 days, I think.
Speaking of, I think it's been like a week since the last podcast. But to be honest with you, it's even just we get busy, we have stuff to do, and we just enjoy ourselves. So there's days where we just take the time to enjoy ourselves, hang out with significant others, just play Apex and have fun, whatever. Eventually, don't worry, we'll get a schedule going, whatever, and try to stick to it as best as possible. But consistency takes time. Schedules take time. You see YouTubers with schedules, but notice the ones that do have schedules are the ones that are popular. They have worked on it over time and got better and better. So take your time. Please take your time. The younger you are, I want you to know you have nothing but time. Now, I promise try to make the most out of the time, but don't rush it. Enjoy yourself. Learn from the mistakes in what you're doing. Not always does low views mean you're doing something wrong, too. I promise you. And I want us to segue after this into the passion projects that me and Noodle wanted to talk to. But take your time. I promise. And enjoy yourself, please.
I think one big thing that most creators don't do, putting yourself out there. I saw this yesterday, and I won't say who posted it, but I know who they are. They were complaining about like views on TikTok and like Twitch views, and views on TikTok can be more related to a few different things. But 9 times out of 10, you're not consistent, or the video's shit, or you're just not lucky. TikTok's kind of like a 50-50. But more to the Twitch thing, you have to be something. You have to like. How do I explain this? You have to give the viewer a reason to want to watch you, because I mean, I've had. I don't know how to explain that. If you want to do a 12-hour stream, and you want to maintain like 20 viewers, that's 20 people who aren't doing jack shit for 12 hours but watching you. And you got to find a way to keep them entertained, and you have to bring something to the table that can keep them looped back in and in, whether that be funny or good editing skills, or I don't really know, play a horror game for 12 hours. That not an ideal. You get the example though. You got to bring something to the table, and if shit's not working out, and streams low or views are low, you got to look at your content, see is this the best I could be doing? Could I be doing something different, or could I put more personality into content or be more original? Because there's not much originality going around the Apex community. I for one can say like I've made those videos too, like the banner edits and all that shit. Everybody does, but being original is the biggest thing. There's a lot of crazy new editors. Mitsu, I always speak about him every time we talk about editors. His shit's insane, dude. It's like the slow-mo shit with like the words on the wall.
Now I remember. Now it's kicking in.
It's not original, but like it's cool.
But it's done
hell.
well. Exactly.
And Kirito, or whatever his name is, or whatever, I don't know how to say his name. Yep. I watched this kid go from 2,000 followers to 30K in under 2 weeks. It was insane. He would post like TikTok edits, I'll send you his TikTok after this. I swear to God, he went insane, and like props to him. Like his videos are amazing. They're so well edited and everything. I don't know how to explain what he does. He sort of does the same thing that what's the Watson dude who does edits too? I can't remember their names.
Lamek?
Yeah, Lamek too.
That might just be more clips than anything, but I think
Lamek does like shitting on people clips. I don't know about edits. I don't know. I'll look at their TikToks after. I can't remember. But
the one thing, I'll be quick. I promise. Don't worry.
No, you're
the
fine,
two things that Noodle brought up that I wanted to touch on is like an incentive. The one amazing example. I am so glad that I listened to it. So I was watching. Jeez, who was I watching? I was watching somebody, and they talked about like watching CDN the Third or something, and I was like, I haven't heard that in a minute. Like that's the one from Fortnite. I don't know if you remember. He had like longer hair.
Isn't that? He played with Wildcat and those guys, right?
I think so. He got a spray in the game, and it was like the brackets like this, and it had a plus. And it was in one of the first battle passes. That was from him. So basically, I was like I haven't heard of him in a while. I'm gonna check him out, dude. I'm gonna let you guess, okay? I want you to guess how long this dude had me intrigued with a starting soon screen.
I'll give it like 15 minutes.
20. And all he was doing, he had starting soon for like a minute or two, and
Yeah.
then the rest was just like an intro. It was just showing chat, and he was talking to chat. And I want to say I love that because if you're somebody that gets caught up in your game, I always give the example playing killer and DBD like needs your attention. Like you could just barely see somebody go past, and that'll help you get another hook or some kind of momentum. If you have something like that, go out of your way to read chat. Like even if it's in between
Definitely.
games, if it's at the start, whatever, and people will love that. I highly recommend. You said something about showing me this editor. Watch CDN again. He has some crazy experience.
I
I
haven't watched
sat there
him in
like a
so
little kid.
long.
Like the vibe is unmatched. I promise to God. You find somebody like that, and it's few and far between. Because he's been there for years. He's worked on it for years, and he has this shit down. It was Caution, by the way.
Yeah.
Caution talked about CDN. But absolutely not. Like it was so fun watching. No face cam at all. I want to add, so it
That's
wasn't like
crazy.
being able to see him. Whatever. He probably does run it sometimes, but not that stream. And playing Rumble versus, which I have no care in the world for. But this dude just talking to chat, the music, how it looks, everything, awesome, absolutely awesome.
That's a W. I'm definitely gonna check him out. He sounds interesting. I haven't heard that name since like
No, me neither.
It's like watching like Wildcat play with him. I know they played together a very, very long time ago. They made like Fortnite videos together. Or maybe he was streaming. I don't know, something like that. But
Might have been streaming.
Gosh, that was so long ago. Does he stream like daily too?
I think he streams a decent amount. Like when
Holy
I looked,
shit.
it was a decent amount, and he was getting good views. That's the crazy thing, is the thing that nobody ever puts into perspective. So like, be proud of views, please, for me. And I'm gonna give you an example, okay? You may see somebody with 1 million views, and obviously just about each and every one of those people are different, unless you know different accounts, whatever, I guess. And somebody may get 20,000, but that could be 20,000 different people. There are so many people in this world, and we don't realize. And gaming is getting bigger, and then content creation is getting bigger. So when you see somebody with like 80K, there could be 1 million still left on Twitch or more. So sometimes we forget about these names, but they're still pulling views. Like I think CDN gets like easily in the hundreds or thousands, if that.
I think if you put it that way, it's like that's hard to think of. I don't know how to explain it. I think that's why there's like I can't word that.
People expect more views, you think, or what are you thinking?
Shit. It's like
Paradox?
Yeah. It's so dude, it's on the tip of my tongue and I'm not gonna remember it and it's gonna make me so bad.
Just give like an outline of it, just like an idea.
Okay. Alright, my phone's gonna die, I gotta plug it in. But I was watching, it was like a YouTube video I was watching. It was fuck. Can't remember. It was doing something like it was talking about something like that, like famous people who weren't famous anymore, but they still would like make a decent living, and
like a relevancy or something else.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was like we don't think about how many people are like actually in the world. So like there could be like 10,000 content creators for Apex, and there's 300,000 people who watch Apex, and like they're all divided in some way. Agreed. But every person is still doing the same thing, one doing better than the other. I can't explain. Dude, I can't even think of what it was now.
I don't know. The only thing that comes to mind is maybe perspective, talking about how people see it, but I don't.
I'm having a huge brain fart. I apologize. Oh my lord. Well, after the brain fart, we can change segment onto the passion project. If you want to take forth and bestow upon us.
I got the perfect
beautiful information.
If you want proof, so I'm not talking out of my ass. Okay, legitimately, go to my Discord. I shouted it out. My most recent passion project was the Vantage as Russell one. I saw that skin. That's the first thing I thought of. I put it on Twitter. I put it on TikTok, just making fun of how it looks like Russell. And it might have even been inspired by Russell, like legitimately, but I thought it was funny, okay? So I was like, let me go above and beyond and make a funny video. So I was going to do the wilderness must be explored with her, like, right in your face. And then she's also, like, wiping her nose so she looks like a kid in the AFK animation. And went from that to like jumping with the caca or whatever, and then Mr. Fredrickson's earpiece goes off, so I had like the bat like screaming. I thought it was funny as hell, and some of the people I showed it to thought it was pretty decent. obviously you never know if people are sugarcoating or telling you the truth or whatever, and it's also subjective. So somebody may actually really like it, and then everybody else is like, okay. I not even thought it would do well. I thought it'd be well received. I don't mean like hundreds of thousands of views, but even if a couple thousand of people that saw it really liked it, I thought it is. I think under 20 views on YouTube Shorts. That could be the title too, and maybe the thumbnail. I don't know. Maybe I didn't, do it the right way. Whatever. It got, I think, just barely over 1,000 on TikTok. Which, hey, don't get me wrong. For some people, that's a lot of views, and I'm proud of it still. I could look at the camera like this and get 2,000 views for no reason, because people would be like, "What is going on? Did I miss something? Whatever," and like maybe rewatch the video or something, or like it just to like it. So I was like, what the hell happened? Like, most humbling experience ever. But that's just how it is. And I wanted to talk about something. We were talking about algorithms. And the one thing I wanted to talk about, complete theory. I'm not trying to get in trouble here. I feel like TikTok kind of suppresses views from third-party apps. So CapCut, that kind of stuff. Now, even if you're not exporting directly from CapCut to TikTok, there might be a way to know. I'm talking on my ass probably, but it seems like it sometimes. Like there's certain edits that I do that I think are going to do really well, and that's also sometimes you just don't know what people like, or just unluckiness, whatever, or just not at the right time, I suppose. The other one that kind of surprised me, I thought was going to do amazing. Like I try not to put that in my mind, because then if it underperforms, it like makes you feel a certain way. But was Penguin gliding up to punch the Vantage? It wasn't just like we've seen that before with Valkyries trying to fly away. There was a glitch where people would just keep punching, and it would bring them higher, higher. But it was the timing. She was not only one shot, but she was jumping away as he was getting to her, and then he flew up with her and punched. I thought it'd do good. I even kind of like magnified it so it was easier to see. It did all right. It did all right. But I was still proud of it. But that's just passion projects for you. People do it with movies, people do it with TV shows, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. Because I'll tell you this, I guarantee Vince Gilligan, the one who made Breaking Bad, that had to be a passion project or something that he was very, very much into. That show was fucking amazing. There is nothing else to say.
Peak. It was peak.
Go ahead, buddy.
Oh man, I think TikTok is definitely like a majority of the work and time you put in and the consistency, but I also feel like it's a big part of luck on when you post the video, because every week you'll check, or I think it's every month, your analytics change. So that means normally the best time to post of every day changes. I think mine went from like 3 a.m. to 6 p.m, and right now I think it's 1 p.m. So like the shit changes super fast. I personally don't pay mind to it and post on those times because I can't be bothered enough to. Not that I don't believe it, I just don't care. I don't know. I think to end it all off, if you're struggling with content creation and you just started, I think stop looking at the views.
Yep.
And if you're streaming, there's this thing you can do on Twitch where you can click how many viewers are on, and it'll like hide it, so you don't have to see how many viewers are on. It sounds dumb, but it's a big help, so you're not like focusing on the number. And never compare yourself to other people as well, even in real life too.
Oh, that's terrible.
It won't get you anywhere. There's always somebody better than you or who's going to do better.
Yep.
But just be original and have fun with it. And I said this a long time ago. Do it because you love it. Don't do it for the money, because you'll learn really fast. Yet you can make some money, but it's not nearly what you think, and you're doing it for the wrong reasons in the long run. But it's just more for fun. I can't look back at time, and I don't know how to word that. I think my whole time on TikTok has definitely just been for fun, to be honest.
Yep.
I've enjoyed it. There's been some drama, but it's dope.
Okay, 3 things. Yeah. And you bring up beautiful points. The only thing I would say against hiding the viewers, it's a really good indication of if you got rated. If you look over for a second and see like a shit ton of viewers or more than you're used to. But as long as you got the activity feed up, put that shit off and just enjoy yourself.
The activity feed up, yeah.
Oh, what else was I going to talk about? What were you talking about? I had 2 other things, but I can't think. I can't remember the third, but for sure you were talking about not doing it for the wrong reasons, instead for the right. Do not. if your goal is to get famous, you need to stay off social media. I promise to God, that is some of the most desperate people I've ever
Well,
seen.
Andrew
There is
Tate
a
Jr.
difference. What's up?
Well, Andrew Tate Jr., bro. We don't need no more people
God,
wanting to be famous.
I just like, and I think Andrew Tate, it just kind of happened. I don't even think he was just trying
Like,
to, but
I
you'd be
think
surprised because he did have stuff going on that he wanted to keep it going, I suppose. So maybe, but there are some people where like there's a difference. Like maybe if you're doing like charity or whatever, you want people to know, you want
yeah,
people to see whatever. That makes complete sense. Obviously, completely different ballpark. But the people who just want fame end up being some of the most
it's
desperate
terrible.
ones, doing whatever it takes. Okay, I'll give you an example that might not even be huge or small, whatever you think. I think it was real, so it's a really good example. Boonk Gang. The one who used to run into stores, steal stuff, and like
Oh
yell out
yeah,
screaming "Boonk Gang," whole lot of gang
that's
shit, whatever.
crazy.
It got people's attention, all for the wrong reasons.
Oh,
You want
definitely for the
people
wrong
to
reason.
have
That
like
was
a
crazy.
positive perception of you, or perspective, or like some people are trying to be gimmicky. They want that kind of ego, or they want to see all tough and strong, whatever. I mean, people get humbled and shit happens, but I can kind of
Yeah,
understand, like a heel in WWE or whatever. But like, try to let it happen naturally. It is so hard to hear, and you don't want to. But if you let it happen naturally, you're probably getting that fame. You're probably getting those views. You're probably getting successful because you should be, because you've sat and worked on your shit. You've either perfected it or gotten so damn close that you're doing like a really good job and people are noticing, whether
yeah.
it's consistency, quality, whatever. Like you are probably doing really good if you're in that position. There's a lot of really good examples. Okay, I'll say this. Okay, whether you like him or don't like him, Enoch is one of my biggest examples of
Oh
it.
my god,
He's
I
done
love Enoch.
his
Yeah.
he's talked about stuff for ages. So a lot of times, guess what? He's who people go to talk about the game. Even if they don't agree with him, guess what? Now they have another opinion to see. And that's what's awesome about nowadays is we have all these different opinions. Sometimes it's stressing, and sometimes people go way too far with their opinions. But it's cool having two sides because then you can see both sides. It's not just like I'll give you the easiest example that was pretty recent. Gold
Yeah.
Res, being able to pick yourself up. Casuals were like, I kind of talked a little bit for the casuals being like, it's a really cool moment if you pull it off in clutch. And pros were like, we hate having to deal with it because either you can pick yourself up in a situation that you shouldn't, or you can do stuff with it that you shouldn't, like forcing people to go into ring to try to kill you, and then it can end up in you dying. So it shouldn't be like that.
Oh yeah,
So
it's
having two
crazy.
sides, you can see why people feel this way and people feel this way, and I love it. And Enoch has gotten so good at that, talking about different stuff, that he's gotten consistent. He's got the quality, whether it's whatever you want to call it, camera quality, video quality, whatever, or how he talks. So he's gotten it down, and people will keep going to him for it.
All right. I hate to cut it off. My mother is calling for me. I'm terribly sorry. I will be right
No, you're
back,
good.
and then we can close, and I'll explain everything. Something happened. I'm sorry.
All right, you're good. Don't worry.
Swear
I'll
everything
close
happens
off.
because
I'll talk
I'm trying to
about
record
guests.
the podcast. I love you all. Thank you
It
for
should be.
watching.
I
I have to go early. I hope you all have a beautiful time. Remember that do it because you love it. Kiss your mother and have a good night.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna mute my mic. I'll be right back.
No, you're good. The one thing I wanted to say, getting out of passion projects and like doing what you enjoy and all of that. We're going to talk about guests. There are a couple that we have in mind that we would love to have on here. I want you guys to know ahead of time. I was talking to Noodle about this, and I promise to God, with everything in my heart, I would never lie to you guys about this kind of stuff. If we have a guest on here, it's because we want to. We want their perspective. We want to hear what they're good at. We want to hear their expertise. We want to pick their mind and kind of see what they're like. It will never be for clout. It will never be for fame. It is just an interview. I genuinely, personally, if you ever see me go into somebody's chat, like for the first time, you'll see me ask a lot of questions. I like getting to know the person I'm supporting, or the person that, because if you got me in your corner, I'm probably going to be a really good supporter. Unless I get busy, whatever. I apologize. But I still, like, the people I genuinely like, you will see me support you a hell of a lot. Legitimately. But a couple of the guests we were thinking about having on, Tutek, I think he said he was down, and I know a lot of you absolutely love him. I want to hear some of the talk about TikTok, how he feels, and some of how he feels about the game and some other stuff. I will try my best to come up with some unique questions that if somebody was to interview him again, you wouldn't hear thousands of times over, and actually some unique stuff. Same with Lord Applesauce. I will say, absolutely got the idea to have him on because of, I think it was Mike had him on. either he had him on or I saw a lot of his like talks about the game that made me think or whatever of like hearing those opinions. But I'd love to have Lord Applesauce on. He's got the kind of like what's it called, maturity. So he's not like if you have an opinion, he's not going at you about it. Like, well, you're so stupid. Why would you think that? Like it's maturity. He'll talk back and forth to you. Even if he doesn't agree, you know, it's actually a good back and forth, and you're learning something from it. A couple other people, we were thinking about having our buddy Snad on. If you guys don't know Snad, he's awesome. He's really cool. Love him a lot. I was just talking about guests right now. I'm on Snad. I just talked about Lord Applesauce and Tuca. Do you want to talk about some of the rest?
Yeah, sorry, I just got back. Okay, who all did you talk about? Sorry.
Snad, Applesauce, and Tutak. If you got the rest on the list, you can take it away.
Yeah, I do. Rocket definitely. I still don't know. I gotta text him again. Whenever I think he gets back from vacation soon. I think he might be back actually. Barrel Bushman, you told me about this guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it over real quick.
Okay, yeah, go for
Barrel Bushman, if you guys haven't seen him already, does the animations for Newcastle, and I think they're funny as hell. I think it's original, whatever. The one thing I will say ahead of time is do not expect me to ask questions on how he does what he does. And I'll tell you my reason. I was talking to Noodle about this. Whether you guys agree or disagree, you can tell me. I don't care. I'm down to talk about it. It's a breath of fresh air with that animation, how he does it, and how he executes. It is an absolute breath of fresh air. And I think, now I apologize if this sounds stereotypical or generalizing. I hate doing it. But the Apex community at times, they see content and they swarm. Absolutely. Like, we have nothing better to do. We need something. And it's like those kind of people, I will tell you, I'm not your biggest hater. I'm not here to put you down. It might not work out. You have to be able to think of ideas for yourself and carry yourself. You cannot. One of the trends I see all the time, and it finally hit me why people tag certain people. There was a lot of creators out there tagging people. Oh, this person's carrying Apex TikTok. No, they're carrying your content. I mean, you can't say I'm wrong. Some of those people, it's for a reason. And obviously some people do it just because they genuinely like the creator. But it's a breath of fresh air, and I love seeing it. So I don't want to see it replicated over and over. If we end up getting him on with whatever odd chance, he had me followed, so maybe there is a chance, and I followed him back because I absolutely love the content. If we end up having him on, or her, I know nothing about this person at all. I'd love to, and I'm just gonna kind of let them talk about it or not.
Yeah, do their thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try to figure out some questions, but I don't know much, but it's kind of intriguing to be honest. All right, you can take away the rest.
To be honest with you, brother, I think that's about it. I think I really hope we can get a guest on next week, whether that be any of the ones which. I feel like Tutak's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Because he's a goofy goober. Snat is gonna be fun too. Because Snat, I like talking to Snat because he can keep a conversation going, and he always has something for me to say too. But I think. I don't know, man. I hope somebody gets on the podcast with us. It'll be a lot of fun. If not,
we always got extra people. And I told Noodle, we always have Meek in a pinch. And the funny thing is it won't just be like the same thing over and over. Like, Meek always has something to talk about as well.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
The cool thing you will see, if you guys watch, and if we get Tutak on, I've literally never talked to Tutak in my life. So it might be a good archetype or whatever you want to call it, like meeting and talking to for the first time here on the podcast. But I've just never talked to him. I think I maybe a couple times in, like, messages, like, very little.
Yeah.
But I mean, people are so cool, and we want to hear some people's voices. And as always, you guys know I got you. Down below, you'll be able to see if you scroll. It'll be a Q&A, or not a Q&A. It'll be like a question. You guys can answer who you want to see on the podcast. I think I've gotten one or two that I've seen. So I don't know if all of them are coming in, or maybe some of them had problems like sending them in, or maybe just one person has done it. Never feel ashamed. We want your feedback. We want to see who you guys want, and we want to hear these people. So if you have a creator, big, small, whatever, and you think that they should be heard, and you think that they're either unique or have good ideas or good content or anything like that, and you think their mind should be picked by us or interviewed, whatever, let us know.
Very well said. My bad, buddy.
Thank you.
That's about it. I don't know. How long did we go? We were a little sloppy.
44 minutes.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's about average.
A little sloppy,
I just want to go for about 40, 45 each time. That's my goal. If we go over, cool. Like, I'm
40?
not about to take away some of the stuff we did. If we went under, then
40 minutes, bro. I'm like 2. All right.
Oh God. Question time, bitch boy. Get ready. What's the OF on my shirt mean?
Let me see it. Is that
Here,
from The
Josh, which way?
Simpsons?
What? Say it again.
Is that from The Simpsons?
I'm gonna give you a hint. If you still don't get it, we got some talking to do. Think of Tyler, the Creator. He had a group. What was the group called? No. It was Odd Future. That's what the OF stands for if you ever see it on shirts.
Supposed to know that.
No, I'm just messing with you. I know. Tyler's got some good music.
I thought
if you
bro
haven't
was
heard all of it, you
repping
definitely need to listen.
Oh my
Have you
God.
listened to Tyler a lot or no?
Dude, I like listening to Tyler, but I can't go out of my way to find his music because I don't like listening to the same person over and over again.
I respect it.
Like, I like Tyler's music, but I gotta like listen to a Tyler song and then have some other shit come on, and then I'll listen to another Tyler song again. I don't mind. I do like his music though. I know you went to see him, bro. That shit was crazy.
Amazing. I think he got Performer of the Year too. He was crazy.
We definitely got to talk about that next podcast, bro.
Hey,
we've never went over that. That's crazy.
I'm giving you homework, okay? First time on the podcast, and we can start doing this. Like, I always listen to TMG, and they'll have somebody, like, they'll talk about, like, a show or something, and they always joke if the other didn't go out of their way to watch it or listen to it.
Yeah.
What's it called? Igor. Listen to Igor, the album, okay? And listen to Call Me If You Get Lost. Doesn't have to be by next podcast, or if it's slowly and eventually, whatever, I don't care. Igor is more heartbreak, like, vibe for it, but not, like, too cringy. You know, I think it's kind of the lyrics and kind of the vibe for some of the stuff. And then Call Me If You Get Lost is just, like, hype music. It's, like, getting really into it. I will say the 2 songs that caught me off guard is, what's it called? Sweet, and I Thought You Wanted to Dance. What he does sometimes is he'll have, like, technically, like, 2 songs in one, and then you'll see, like, with the dash, if it's 2 songs, like, just Gone, Gone, and Thank You as well in Igor. That one was an extra, and then Wilshire is wild. It's all about him being like a home wrecker, and I was like, hell no, dude.
Bro, what the fuck?
I know, you gotta see the lyrics of that song. It's wild. That's all I got. If you got anything else, let them know, but...
No, that's everything I got.
We don't fuck with home wreckers.
Jeez. That's fucking crazy.
I know. It is wild. Some of those lyrics, man, they're a little bit descriptive, so I'm wondering if my boy Tyler's a home wrecker. But that's it. You guys take care.
Wait. Before, you listen to Young Gravy at all or no?
Here and there. I will tell you this: if I didn't go out of my way to hear a song, I will definitely hear it on TikTok. That's for sure.
Bro, let me know. I want to listen to Young Gravy and Tyler the Creator, bro. All right,
okay,
I'm gonna get that song. Is that you ever made a song together?
I'm trying to think. Okay, if you want Tyler, Flower Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost, in Igor are the albums to listen to. Just about all those songs on those albums are really good. I think he got a Grammy for Call Me If You Get Lost, or he was thinking he was gonna post about it. I know for a fact he got it for Igor. He got a Grammy for Igor, which was very well deserved. You can ask people. Flower Boy, I don't know if it got any kind of praise from awards, but like that is what put him on the map. Like some of his earlier stuff was more like, I don't want to use the word because it sounds weird, but like delinquent. Like he was going out of his way to get like people's attention and like controversy. It'd be like another Eminem kind of, or people before that.
Those older songs too.
Some of the older ones are wild. Yonkers is absolutely wild.
Oh my I listened to that.
What are the other ones? What's one? Okay, the one that I can absolutely respect, but like the lyrics and like his singing kind of make me cringe. And I'm not saying it's bad, but it's called "I Fucking Hate You," and like the song is like, I think it's kind of like a love song. I'd have to look at the lyrics again, but like the singing, something about it I just can't listen to. It's not a bad song in the slightest. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't know what it is. Something bothers me. But there's some good stuff. Young Gravy, I'll send you some of them. Young Gravy's definitely more of like a hits and like going for views, going for streams, whatever. But he does a really good job at it. He samples, he gets people on the song. He has I think 1 or 2 was Ski Mask the Slump God, and both are.
Oh yeah.
It might be 1, but I could be wrong.
Beautiful.
That's about it. I got nothing else.
That was good. I think we did great.
Well, if that's it, you guys take care.
Dudes and had some fun.
If you guys got this far in Discord or in our streams or our YouTube, whatever, just say Odd Future. That's how we'll know. Just say Odd Future. I love y'all. You guys are amazing. Take care. For all the people, especially that watch all the way, you guys have no idea how much it means to us. This is so cool that we get to do this.
Thank you.
And I love Noodle for doing this shit for me. It is genuinely so fun to me.
It's fun. I wish I could bring. I wish I fucking had a PC or something so I could be a little bit more professional. I am gonna get something to hold my phone finally. Yeah. So like my phone's not just falling every time.
Yeah.
I'm holding it right now, which is fine, I guess. But
yeah. I don't know. The cool thing is always to be able to look back at stuff, and I think that's some of what I did with TikTok too. Is like you can see the kind of more inexperienced clips, and then over time you can see the growth. So if they see us just chilling in our rooms with we're doing whatever works, it's more of respect that like, holy shit, you guys came so far. Like if you look real quick before we end it, if you look back at TMG, the ones I always talk about, Cody Cole and Noel Miller, they just kind of, I think they were doing it outside their rooms, and then they kind of had a space I think they did together. Sorry, I can't talk. Wow. A space that they did together, and then they technically took it to space, and they have their own like UFO supposedly, and they have their own office space, and they made something so cool. Like, if you ever get the chance to go on their YouTube to listen to one of their podcast episodes, just look up TMG or whatever, and it's so cool. They got, like, the whole set. They got everything going, and it's so cool to see the progress. I'm definitely. We love you, genuinely.
Thank you, awesome. Thank you.
You guys take care. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever. I'll probably post this at daytime. I feel like it does better, and not even just does better. It's more convenient for people. But y'all take care. I'll see y'all later.
True, yeah.